This week's Parsha of Yisro discusses the most momentous event in history since creation. The giving of the Torah to Am Yisrael represented a moment in history that all of creation was waiting for. As Rashi tells us in Parshas Bereshis, B'yom Hashishi, the sixth day. What is the sixth day? The sixth day of Sivan, the day that the Torah was given to the Jewish people. All of creation was contingent upon the acceptance of the Jewish people of the Torah. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avos tells us that the sounds of the Torah can still be audible, and it is reverberating on a constant basis. The Torah also tells us in this week's Parsha that Yisro heard the giving of the Torah. What was so important about Yisro that the Torah prefaces this week's Parsha, which deals with the giving of the Torah, with Yisro? Yisro, according to many opinions, came after the Torah was given. So why is it so important that the Parsha, which discusses the giving of the Torah, be prefaced with Yisro's hearing? And again, that the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos tells us that that message that the Torah gave over to the Jewish people is still audible to this very day. The idea that's being conveyed is that one needs to be able to hear something. We all are bombarded on a constant daily basis with information. The issue is how much of that information is actually penetrating into us. We hear things, but it goes in one ear and then goes out the other ear. The uniqueness of Yisro is that Yisro heard everything that everyone else heard, as Rashi points out. Yisro heard about Kriyas Yamsuf. Yisro heard about Milchemas Amalek. Yisro heard about Yitzias Mitzrayim. Everyone heard that message. It wasn't anything special, nothing unique about it. Just that Yisro, when he heard it, he integrated it into himself and he understood the message that was behind that. And similarly, that's the idea over here when the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos tells us that the sounds, the reverberations of Maimed Har Sinai is still to be heard today. Do you hear it? The answer is that we have to sensitize our ears to be able to bring that into us. And what is that message that was given over on Har Sinai? In the first of the Aseret Dibros, it says that I am Hashem who took you out of Mitzrayim. The question that the Ibn Ezra asked Rabbi Yehuda Levi was, why didn't the Torah say more simply, I am God who created you? Something more fundamental. Why are you obligated to keep the Torah? Because I created you. What does it have to do with God taking us out of Mitzrayim? So the Chassam Sofer gives us an insight, and he mentions that the reason why the Torah had to tell us that I am God who took you out of Egypt, because this is teaching us that God now, by taking us out of Egypt and by giving us this Torah, is giving us an opportunity to become spiritual beings, to elevate our lives to levels that were unattainable up until this point. By becoming the Am HaNivchar, becoming the chosen people, we were now being given an opportunity to live a life with a relationship to Hashem. That is the message that has to be was gained then, and must be gained for eternity by every single Jew. And the only way that lesson can be brought home is by sensitizing our ears to wanting to come close to Hashem. Be'ezrat Hashem Yisborach.